Throughout the animal kingdom, from insects to humans, there are differences in appearance and behaviour between the sexes of the same species. They've arisen because they improve reproductive success, even at the cost sometimes of a shorter lifespan. In this way, males and females have been designed by evolution to achieve different things. This applies equally to every aspect of our lives, including the immune system. And this is what interests Philip Golder, who leads a group of researchers from around the world in a South African-based study called BabyCure that focuses on babies who become HIV infected via mother-to-child transmission during pregnancy.
The animal kingdom can teach us looking at bird species or butterfly species or beetles and so on, but when it comes to humans, I think either because of cultural or societal changes, we're almost trained to try and imagine that there are fewer differences than there are, whereas in fact the immune system, wherever we look, there are substantial differences.
So we have a special case of twins in our site where the one twin was positive and the other one was negative. And interestingly, the negative one was the male and the positive one was the female.
Just struck us that there must be something in that male that's protecting him from being infected. And then we saw the whole cohort and turned out that females are twice as likely as males to be infected. And actually, if the mothers are infected during pregnancy, it's 3 times as much.
We believe that these sex differences can provide a critical clue to the mechanisms that underlie the answer to how to achieve cure.
KwaZulu-Natal is at the heart of the global HIV epidemic. Philip has worked with colleagues in KZN for more than 20 years, in collaboration with researchers from the University of KwaZulu-Natal, Oxford University, and the Reagan Institute in Boston, to help develop new strategies for the prevention and treatment of HIV.
In a nutshell, this project is about achieving cure in HIV-infected kids. And it's an exciting project because I think we can actually achieve that.
Although this study is focused on curing children of HIV infection, this work has much wider benefits.
HIV is a huge global problem, but it's also a huge opportunity for us to learn how the immune system functions and how it dysfunctions, and to learn from that to apply it not just to HIV, but to other viruses and to cancers and to autoimmune diseases. And the insights that HIV has given us are truly extraordinary and have moved the field so far forward that other fields are now benefiting.
The wonderful thing about being part of this type of research is that it actually does immediate, direct good for the kids who are enrolled onto the study. They're getting treatment earlier than they would do. They're getting much more support. There's the direct help the kids get, there's the research element, there's also the training opportunities that these sort of projects bring, not only to nurses and doctors and medical students locally, but also internationally.
Running today's BabyCure is kind of like a 2-for-1 sale. When you're supporting the babies, you also are supporting the moms. It's the big picture. It's not just basic science in isolation, but it's a holistic approach to saving a household in order to conduct basic science that's important to entire families.
I feel like this study is such a big thing because it can bring so much change to the society.
I think that's going to have a massive impact, even if it's just one child, on the way that the virus is perceived, the stigma that's attached to HIV, the feeling that it's an incurable disease can be wiped out by even one child being cured.
There are unique aspects to paediatric HIV infection which increase the chances of cure.
Our ability to put HIV-infected children on treatment immediately helps to lower what we call the reservoir, which is the virus that hides even when antiretroviral therapy is being given, and that makes it easier to cure HIV.
One of the exciting, unique opportunities of the study is having access to cord blood samples. So this is blood from the umbilical cord that is collected at the time of birth, and look at the genetics and epigenetics of these twins to find out what differences we are exploring in an immunology aspect and genetic aspect.
The antibody that we're looking for will actually help prevent infection in children after birth or clear infection once they've been infected, if used in combination with ART.
The immune system in kids is very different from what we see in adults. It's much less aggressive. Actually makes it harder for the virus to establish itself, so it's easier to eradicate.
Cure is still essential, and no one will argue that more than the infected individuals who are living with having to take a pill every day.
The BabyCure, they gave me that hope that one day they won't be having this disease.
We really appreciate having a program that we have. It can help a lot of people.
I started my career with babies dying from HIV when we couldn't do anything. And now to end my career with babies being cured from HIV will be the greatest achievement.
We cannot underestimate the power of partnerships. I think if we all work together, we can solve this problem. And I'm very pleased that now we are beginning to talk about HIV cure, which I think is likely to be a reality as we continue in HIV research.
The idea of cure is so central as a prime focus of their research. We're doing something of importance for science in itself in curing the disease.
So it's really an extraordinary study, and it is going to teach us enormously important things.
It gets more and more exciting. It feels like we're getting closer. We're interacting with the most amazing people here on the ground in South Africa, internationally, the most amazing scientists. And together as a team, we're getting closer, and I believe that we will actually get there.